welcome to our channel. As you all know, the JEE Mains first shift was conducted on January 27th and 29th. Students are now looking forward to enroll in top engineering colleges of India. Today we have Parth with us. He's currently working as a product manager at CollegeDekho and is an alumni of IIT Delhi. Before deep diving into this conversation, could you please introduce yourself and share your journey from being an IITian to working with CollegeDekho?
Hi. So I studied from DPS Archipuram and did my 12th from Delhi itself. Post that, I went to IIT Delhi, studied completed my major in biotechnology, and started my professional career as a management consultant. Post that, I felt that product management is something that's more of my calling, and switched from there to another company. I wanted to explore more about the B2C domain and how education is serving towards to these children, the different what is there in the ed tech. From there, I thought that CollegeDekho might be a good stint for me to understand how a B2C domain is run, what product management is all about, understanding users, their empathy, and that's how I landed here at CollegeDekho.
And what was your inspiration behind joining IIT Delhi?
Truthfully, there was this guy, not senior, bhaiya bolte hain jiska, in my colony, and 5 to 6 years older to me. He used to play excellent badminton. I'm a very avid sports person, and I used to play badminton for my college as well. So that guy there was this perception for me that a guy can only study, a person might only study or might be only in sports. And he was one of the few that every uncle auntie in my colony respected. Ki bachcha padhta bhi hai, he studies a lot and he's a very good, excellent badminton player. So I wanted to explore what exactly are IITians. Everyone thinks of an IITian as a very smart kid and values them. Every uncle auntie says ki bachcha IIT ka hai. So that is what inspired me. Ki let's see. I wanted to see what kind of people these are. Kya hota hai? What's the lifestyle? And my coach at my school was also the badminton coach of IIT Delhi. So he used to tell me stories about what people at IIT do, how are they so smart, कैसे खेलते हैं, what's the lifestyle, कितना fun है वहाँ पे. So that's what inspired me to joining IIT Delhi.
Okay, so after you joined IIT Delhi, how was your experience? Were you a part of any society or you were just studying?
No. So I ensured on my day one, rather day -1, ki I need to join a club because that's what I was told. Ki engineering, if you're doing an engineering, it's not supposed to be only studies. You need to be a more all-rounded person. You need to explore various clubs, see what interests you. And IIT was luckily IIT Delhi was one of those colleges which provides a huge amount of resources towards exploring your interests, be it social activities, be it clubs like robotics, debating, quizzing, etc., or be it sports. And so I was very much interested in sports, and day one I gave my trials for badminton. Yeah, I had a perception that the people do not play over there, कि कितना ही खेलते होंगे पढ़ने वाले बच्चे हैं, but surprisingly I was beaten by everyone, and that's my whole journey. I used to study, yes, because essentially that's who I am, and sports the whole day around. रात का फिर hostel, so that's hostel from activities.
So did you qualify JEE Advance in first attempt?
Yes, this was my first attempt.
And what was your approach?
Basics. Didn't study the whole day. I used to go to school 4 days a week. Fifth day I always used to skip. I had my packing for my parents, so that was not an issue. On weekdays I used to study 4 hours approximately after school, and on weekends I used to study 6 to 10 hours, 8 to 10 hours rather.
Okay. So for students who are watching this video, do you have any words of wisdom?
I would say that IIT, NITs are not the only avenues via which someone can achieve what they aspire to be. If one aspires, for example, if one aspires to have a decent job, a great job that pays good enough, one wants to be an entrepreneur, wants to do a own startup, wants to do some research, IIT is just one of those platforms that can help you there but it's not the sole platform. इसके अलावा भी there are a lot of places, lot of avenues via which one can achieve what they want. And if you happen to get into IIT, well, good luck for you. अच्छा मजा आएगा. It would be a great experience. But that's not going to be the only thing. If you go into another college, you just need to be disciplined enough to work out for some more years and be determined to actually work towards your goals, and you can achieve that.
Before main exam day, there are students who are actually really stressed. Do you have any advice for them to tackle with the stress?
I would say that it's a very natural thing because you have been preparing for it for the last 2 years. For some people, it's 3 to 4 years as well. And I was stressed as well, but I would say, if possible, watch a movie, have some family time, enjoy it. Don't stress too much about the paper. It's difficult to execute. It's easier to say, but it's difficult to not stress upon it. But have a good night's sleep and be well rested for the exam. That's it.
Do you have any advice for students who are planning to take a drop?
I would say that actually, even I was planning to take a drop after my first attempt. But based on after discussing with my parents and my coaching teachers, I think that everyone should be aware about the repercussions or what actually you'll be facing when you take a drop. It's not a very easy decision to make, because for the next 1 year, your friends, your peers nearby you would be in college and enjoying life. They will be telling you about how they're enjoying, what they're doing in their college, and you would have to be studying during that particular time. It would be a very difficult time because there's no one along beside you who will be studying with you. आप किसी के साथ relate नहीं कर पा रहे होगे. That would be a very difficult time. But if you're confident enough that this time you couldn't give your 100%, you think that there is something you can work more, you can study more, cut yourself from the social media and engross in your studies. It's a good decision. You can do it. I would say go ahead. But if you're doubtful about it, I would say it's good enough that you have studied for the last 2 years and given your JEE this time. And look forward for the life. आगे देखो, आगे पढ़ाई करो.
Okay, so I believe 70% of our viewers are targeting for IIT or NIT. Do you have any advice for them?
पढ़ाई करो.
Okay, thank you so much for sharing your experience with us. I hope you all find it helpful, and thank you for watching our video.